Hi, my name is Lexi and I will be doing a tutorial today for the organization Hearts Tied Together. We will be creating blankets for refugees in need, especially the children. And so today I will be using these templates and I will also be using these fabric scissors. You could use a rotary cutter if you would like, but I'm going to use the scissors because I think they're more convenient. And also you will need some fabric. And we are asking that you find fabric that's bright and colorful for both boys and girls, that wouldn't soil too easily, and also to be culturally sensitive. For a baby and toddler size blanket, you will need 1 yard. For a child size blanket, you will need 1.5 yards, and for a teenage size blanket, you will need 2 yards of fleece fabric. Okay, so the first step we're going to do is we're going to go around the edges and cut off the selvage. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that now. So you just want to follow along the white edge of the fabric where the print meets the border. It doesn't need to be exact, just make it the best that you can. Now for the other side, you don't have that white border, but you can see that this side of the fabric is really fluffy, whereas this side is rough and not fluffy. So you can just follow along where those two textures meet and just cut along that edge, like so. I've cut off the selvage edges and I'm left with a 1-inch strip of fabric from either side. And you can go ahead and throw these strips away now. For the next step, I've lined up the corners of my fabric and checked to make sure that my edges are even all the way around. So here you can see I've lined up the edges and the gap isn't too wide, and so I'm going to leave my fabric as it is. But if your gap in between your fabric is really wide, you can go and take your scissors and just trim around the edges to make sure that it's all evened up. For the next step, I've cut out cardstock into a 4x4 inch square and a 3x3 inch square. You will be placing these in the corner and cutting around it, but if you would like, you could also use a ruler just as easily. So this is the teenage size blanket, so I will be using the 4x4 inch square to cut out this corner. If you are doing a child, toddler, or baby blanket, you will want to use the 3x3 inch square to cut out the corner. You will want to do that with all 4 corners of the fabric. So now that I've cut the corners out, I'm just going to take a ruler, or you can eyeball it, and just cut strips so you can then tie and make the fringe of the blanket. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So you want to use about 1 inch width, and you can just lay your ruler down and cut a notch there. Go along the side like this. Or for me, 1 inch is about this much of my thumb, and so I can go along and just kind of place my thumb there and just eyeball it like so. So now that I've already gone around the edges and I've cut that 1 inch wide fringe all the way around the blanket, I'll show you how to go ahead and tie it. Tying the knot is really simple. You could just take it, wrap 1 finger around, and slip it through the hole. Just like that. Flip it around, tuck it in. And you do that all the way around the blanket. I've now finished tying around all the edges, and you can see the finished product. For more information on how to donate these blankets, we would ask you to visit our webpage, heartstiedtogether.wordpress.com. We'd also encourage you to follow us on Facebook, which is also called Hearts Tied Together. And we invite you to post your pictures, your experiences, really get the word out, share it with your friends, family members, because we really would like to help these refugees in need. Thank you.